What is up, YouTube? I am back, and I've decided I'm going to bring back Against the Ropes. Not as much as before because I'm a little busier nowadays, but I'm going to give you stuff. Today is going to be Elimination Chamber review. I know the pay-per-view was a couple days ago, but it's been a little busy for me, so I'm going to come at you with a quick little recap. So to start off the show, it was a pre-show match. It was Rey Mysterio versus The Miz, which was alright, I guess. Just back and forth. Dominic Mysterio kept getting involved, which eventually led to Rey Mysterio getting the win. And then later on in the show, The Miz was talking backstage saying he's going to call someone as handsome as him, which it's probably going to be Logan Paul. So Logan Paul and The Miz versus the Mysterios at Mania, that's cool. I'm interested to see what happens. I hope to see the best result. We get the night started with the Universal title match, Roman Reigns versus Goldberg, which you already know where that's going to go, but it was pretty good for the 6 minutes it was. Goldberg hitting spears, Roman hitting spears, Roman hitting a Superman punch, near falls. Goldberg hits a spear, attempts to jackhammer, Roman counters it to the guillotine, Goldberg passes out. Goldberg actually held the ropes, but the ref did nothing, which WWE, we know what your plan is for Mania. Ugh. Anywho, Roman Reigns retains the Universal title. And then we get to the Women's Chamber match, which is Doudrop, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan. Who is the other one? There's too many of them. Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley. Goes as expected. Nikki Ash is eliminated by Ripley. Doudrop's eliminated by Morgan with this. Doudrop is on the top rope. Liv hit her with a sunset flip. Hurt her knee and got the cover. Nikki Ash was basically dominated by Rhea Ripley. Riptide, 1, 2, 3. Then Liv Morgan's out next with the Twisted Bliss. Rhea Ripley ends up going out with the KOD. And it's down to Bianca and Alexa Bliss. And thankfully, Bliss goes for Sister Abigail. That is countered into a KOD. 1, 2, 3. Bianca's going to Mania to face Lynch. We already knew that. I knew that before this pay-per-view was even starting. I knew it for a while now. If you look back to SummerSlam 2021 when Becky took Bianca's title in 26 seconds, you knew the writing was on the wall. Bianca's going to win at Mania. Bianca, thank you. And then have more awesome title defenses and keep the title off Becky for a bit because she's basically been a champion for about 3 years. Whew, a lot to talk about. Then we get to a tag match. Rousey and Naomi versus Flair and Deville. Rousey has to have her hand tied behind her back. Heels get the advantage. Then Naomi gets the hot tag. Then Ronda gets the hot tag. Match ends with Ronda putting Deville in an armbar submission. Deville taps out. Yeah. That match is kind of just building to Mania, where Naomi finally defeats Deville. And please, excuse my language, move on to something else because no one cares at this point. And Rousey's going to go on to Mania. I would not doubt at all if she won the title. Someone needs to beat Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair has been dominant. Yeah. And then we get to Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere. Corbin jumps Drew as expected. They fight all over the place. They get back in the ring. Drew hits this reverse Alabama slam, and Moss literally lands on his neck, and it looked absolutely painful. But that was the only notable thing because Drew gets his sword, swings at Corbin. Corbin obviously ducks. He's holding his sword while he Claymore kicks Madcap Moss. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Drew deserves better, as many people have talked about. I hope after Mania, because you know he's going to fight Happy Corbin when that feud is over, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully he fights Roman Reigns next for the Universal title, or the way things are going, the WWE title. Because it's clear as day, Roman's probably being a double champion at Mania. Which, smart move to keep his Universal title reign going. But at the same time, you know he's going to get defeated by somebody. Because the man's literally been undefeated for years now. Becky versus Lita was awesome. The near fall where Lita hit the twist of fate, hit the moonsault, amazing. Becky hit her manhandle slam early on for a near fall, but we all knew where this was going. Lita looks strong, Lita looks good, but Becky Lynch ultimately wins the match with the manhandle slam. 1, 2, 3, Mania. Yeah. Becky versus Bianca at Mania should be good. I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of the stuff on the card could be good, could be really, really good. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot of title changes at Mania. But we'll get there when we get there. I don't know why this happened. But we were supposed to have a Smackdown tag team title match with the Usos and the Viking Raiders. But the Viking Raiders got jumped before the match and it never started. Please explain WWE. Because I don't understand. You could have just saved the time and just done this match already. The Usos retain. Or maybe you have something bigger for Mania. I don't know. But no. You paid all these guys just to come out to do that. Yeah, save that for SmackDown. And then we finally get to the main event. The WWE Championship Match. Bobby Lashley defending against Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Riddle, AJ Styles, and the upcomer Austin Theory. Seth and Riddle start the match, and we're going to get to an interesting part. Seth buckle bombs Riddle, Austin Theory through Bobby Lashley's pod, knocking Lashley unconscious, and he was eventually injured. But real life, it's his shoulder injury from the Rumble, which means you already know where this is going. Unfortunately, Big Bad Bob's going to be out for a while. I hope a speedy recovery. And I'm hoping another title reign for you, depending on what happens in 4 months, because you deserve it. Nothing really happens. Everybody else enters. Before the match, a funny moment. Brock Lesnar literally is walking by them just smiling, and he goes up to Bobby's pod and just draws a smiley face. This Lesnar is the best. I love this Lesnar. It's a shame he has to lose at Mania. But basically, once we get to Bobby Lashley's pod opening, well, he was already taken out of the match, so he's injured. So Brock Lesnar goes off script and breaks the pod, enters, F5s everybody, pins them, which leads to the final two being Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar. And I actually enjoyed that, just seeing Theory try to run away and Lesnar catch him and smiling the whole way. It ends up being they're on top of a pod because Theory's trying to run. Lesnar F5s him off the top of a pod, throws him back in the ring. 1, 2, 3. There's your winner. Again, WWE, that is so stupid. You could have... I get Bobby Lashley was injured, and I'm hoping the original plan for the Chamber match was Bobby to retain, because he deserves it. But you did not need Brock winning. You did not need him winning everything. I love you, Brock Lesnar, but you did not need it. You're already established. I don't understand. Hopefully we get some more detail within the coming weeks, but WWE, no. They just want their big money match, and Roman's going to eventually beat Brock. I don't get it. No. As people say, give me AJ versus Edge for the WWE title. Give me Riddle versus Orton. Give me something new. WWE. You never let me down, but overall, I expected everything to happen. It was okay. The main event just sucked. The women, thankfully, saved it. But that is all for this edition. I'm going to be coming at you with another Karrion Kross edition. I'm not smashing. I am not destroying a dresser. But give me other suggestions. I'm going to come at you with positivity talk, all kinds of stuff. Summertime is coming. Well, summer's in 3 months. Springtime's coming up. Almost there, February 21st. I'm going to give a shout out to Amazon. Yeah, one. This is from Peak, which was 2 weeks. But yeah. Give a shout out to Bacon. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Yeah.